Your mother and me would like for you to cozy up to the Finkelstein boy.
Good hello, my fellow stinky visitors here in hell. I hope you're not in misery at the moment. I hope you have something to look forward to today. Perhaps a tasty bite to eat. This piece is titled, The Shock of the Unreal. It was written and copyrighted 2026 by Alexander T. Newport, your philababblist extraordinaire. Let us begin by counting down. 3, 2, 1.
I am sorry if you hate the sound of someone shouting, but I am not psycho-existentially able to say the quiet parts quietly. If the sound of my shouting is too much to bear, then that means you are not meant to hear this. The secrets about this mysterious existence are not in your script to learn about. And that's okay. You are here for the experiences you are having. You can't stop them from coming. A dream is a dream is a dream, and there is no possible way to dream a wrong dream. All dreams are essentially meaningless, because they are not a true reflection of reality heaven. We are presently in a dream called hell. Hell was invented to deny the existence of reality heaven. We felt the need to forget reality heaven for a while, so we would have a renewed appreciation for our heavenly home after death. But some of us who were born to think about this stuff more often than the average person have worked out what heaven must be like by inverting most of the qualities of this hell we are presently aware of. If death exists here in hell, then logically it does not exist in heaven. If pain and misery and grief exist here in hell, then logically they do not exist in heaven. Heaven is eternal. It has always existed and will always exist. But hell is obviously temporary, and what is temporary cannot create itself. It has to be created by someone who is eternal. Hell had to be created by heaven because there does not exist anyone else to create it. Only eternal persons in heaven could create a temporary hell and then manifest themselves as mortals. We are eternal spirits in a material world that we created in heaven whilst perfectly sane. Look at every man-made object around you. They did not just appear out of nothingness, did they? Someone had to first think about what they wanted to make. They had to imagine it and intend to make it, and they had to design it, and they had to build it. So why is it so difficult for you to imagine that all nature-made objects also had to first be thought of, and imagined, and intended, and designed, and manifested by eternal persons? Hell was invented to deny the existence of heaven. We are used to a life where there is no death. We spend 99% of our time throughout the middle of forever in reality heaven, and there is no such thing as death there. No one ever dies. It's not only unheard of, but it is impossible. Remember when you were a child and how you lived each day as though you were going to live forever. Remember how you did not have even a whiff of a hint, of a clue that your life was going to come to an abrupt end someday. Do you remember when death was first explained to you? I think it's very telling that our first introduction to the fact that our life was going to stop someday seemed so foreign and strange and unnatural to us. It was mind-blowing and flabbergasting. Why, it's as if we were used to living a life that never ends. And now, here we are in a life where it seems like it's the first life we've ever had, but will also be our last. And that freaks us the fuck out, because it can't be true. It's unnatural and unreal. It feels wrong on every level. The mainstream establishment narrative has lied to us about death. They claim it leads to the annihilation of our personhood, of our conscious awareness, of our being consciously aware that we are a thinking, feeling person. They claim we were born out of a random nothingness, with no creator or inventor, and will die back into that nothingness, and become forgotten forever and ever and ever. Without an experience with bliss, be it through love or drugs, you will remain a low vibrational, low IQ, victim-minded, angry whittle lamb who believes it was tricked or forced into this nasty, shitty, peculiar prison sentence nightmare hell. To blame someone else for your appearance in this nightmare is to play the victim card. Poor, whittle, dumb, innocent lamb got tricked by evil spirits in heaven to go to hell and cry, cry, cry and wonder why he has to die. It is 100% impossible for there to be any evil spirits in heaven, and yet heavenly spirits created evil mortal creatures and a world that was opposite in many significant ways to heaven and can only and rightly be called hell. What is real is eternal. What is unreal is temporary. Only the real can create the unreal. Only the eternal can create the temporary. All spirits are eternal persons who think and feel, and are aware that they are thinking, feeling persons. In heaven, they are aware that every person is an impenetrable unit of perfect, eternal, conscious energy. They are all, by nature, equally perfect and perfectly equal, because not one of them is older or younger, dumber or smarter than anyone else. They have always been alive as persons. No one created or invented or imagined them. They are indestructible and unchangeable. They are the only real things anywhere and everywhere. There is no other kind of conscious entities. They cannot be bullied in heaven because not one person in heaven has the least bit inclination or desire to control or manipulate or coerce or force or bully anyone into any thought, thing, feeling, or experience. Think back to when you were a child. What surprised you about this world? Remember the surprise of being on your back and not being able to roll over? Remember how strange it was that you had to learn how to walk? Remember how strange it felt before you learned how to talk? How strange it felt to not be able to tell your parents something? How strange it felt to be thwarted from clear communication? Remember how it felt odd and unnatural to poop? Remember how shockingly odd and unnatural it felt when you had a bad dream? Remember how happy you were when you met dogs and cats? As if you were seeing long-lost friends. Remember the first time your mom or dad hit you and hurt you? Remember how that shocked you to your core? Remember how unfair it felt that this bigger person could hit you but you couldn't hit back? Remember how it felt to realize you could no longer trust them? Remember how that sense of distrust felt foreign and unnatural? Why would these things feel so surprising and unnatural and foreign and odd and surreal if this was truly our first ever experience of being alive? Therefore, our spectacular surprise implies very strongly that we knew of a life and a world without bullies or people who hit and hurt you, and yet claim to love you. Heaven is life on earth without the bad, mad, and sad parts. And the earth in heaven is much, much bigger. The horizons stretch for infinity in all directions. Everyone is happy because they are free. Free from the restraints and thwartings of a scripted life in hell. Free. Nobody telling us what to do. Nobody telling us that we can't. Nobody frowns and nobody cries. Nobody ever yells at us. Nobody ever tries to make us cry. We love dancing and singing with thousands of others, and no one is scared or embarrassed. No one's in charge in heaven. No governments or police or judges or prisons. No gods or kings. No one's in charge in heaven, and heaven is a mighty big, gorgeous place. No one's in charge. No one's in charge. We don't have any secrets. There are no secrets to keep. We don't ever have to hide. No one asks us why. No one tries to make us cry. We can party day and night. We never have to do. We never have to don't. We can come, stay, lay or pray, and nobody tells us no. Nobody bosses anyone around. Nobody is keeping tabs. There are no doctors. There are no banks or jails or hospitals. There are no mean or hateful people. There are no psyops or frauds or fake news. It's all just simple and honest and friendly and pleasant, with no disappointments or worries or fear or sadness or badness or madness or grief or death or pain. And that is a very lovely way to live. For a few million years, and then it gets a bit same old, and we need a vacation from paradise. It just makes sense, because the nature of eternal consciousness requires contrast every once in a while. We need a bit of cold to appreciate what's warm. We need a bit of pain and worry and disappointment to appreciate our eternal life of no worry or disappointments, or pain of any kind. If you want a taste of heaven, if you want to know what it feels like all of the time there, search for a video by Ronnie James Dio, entitled Love is All. If you can watch or listen to it without crying happy tears, then you don't stand a chance of being convinced that you come from heaven and will return there unconditionally and automatically upon your mortal death. The song is absolutely off the charts with high vibrations. It is a reflection of cosmic consciousness and describes how we treat each other in heaven. It is pure and untainted.
When your back's to the wall, when you're starting to fall, you got something to lean on. Love is everything. It can make you sing. At the Butterfly Ball, love is all. I say love is all. Yes, love is all. At the Butterfly Ball.
Everybody's got to live together. All the people got to understand. So love your neighbor like you love your brother. Come on and join the band. Well, all you need is love and understanding.
Hey, man. Am I driving okay?
I think we're parked, man.